what is going on? Welcome to another video, second video of 2021. We are pumping them out and it's just started to rain and I've got the roof down. Oh dear. We're gonna brave it anyway, stuff it. This is gonna be a long video. Hopefully we don't get too drenched, but welcome to another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about 5 things that we love, or that I love, about the Abarth 124 Spider. Oh, sound is obviously up there with one of the best, because the Monza exhaust on this 124 just sounds so good. It sounds really good, and especially with the roof down. Wow, it's slippery out here, isn't it? Especially with the roof down, it just echoes against everything. It echoes off of these bushes. When you go around places with like walls and tunnels, it just creates a symphony of sound, and my word, it's brilliant. So sound is definitely one of them. Look at these little twisty roads here as well. Oh. Yes, and you know what, it's quite bumpy, and actually, you know, the car is behaving really well. The fact that we're lowered, we've got spacers, it still feels like an absolute dream. That sounds incredible. The next one is heel and toe. Look at this, perfect heel and toe into first. Well, that wasn't perfect, that was a bit crap to be fair, but you get the gist. Heel and toe for me in this car is brilliant. It really is. The pedal position on this car is phenomenal for heel and toe, if that's something that you're into. I mean, a lot of people might not want to do heel and toe, but if heel and toe is something that you're into, the way these pedals are positioned on this car are actually pretty amazing. Genuinely, they're positioned so close together, but so perfect that you can do a really good heel and toe. I mean, what am I in, third, second, just like that. It's just, oh, it's brilliant. It is brilliant. And if that's one of your things, you know, oh bless, look, the kids are out doing some cycling, I don't want to wet them. Let's go nice and slowly here. Quite brave to be, oh my god, look, I picked the best road, didn't I? Thank you. There we go. Yeah, so heel and toe is another thing that I love about the 124 Spider. Just the way everything's placed, it fits perfectly. And that leads me on to another thing that I love about this car, and that is the way, the seating position. The way you're seated in this car is brilliant. Now, I talked about it in a previous video. When you were to compare something like this, the 124 Spider, to the 595 Comp, the seating positions couldn't be any more polar opposite. They couldn't. In the 595, you're seated very high, the steering wheel is tilted forward. You know, you don't necessarily feel, you know, like you're sitting in a car ready to go driving. You know, you almost feel like you're sitting on top of the car. Whereas with this, the Spider, honestly, it is perfect. The visibility is great. You're seated low. I love it. I love the seating position. There's that sound again. Oh, it's starting to rain a little harder. Do we keep the roof down, or do we be sensible? Although, to be fair, I'm not actually getting that wet. It's like some crazy physics going on here. I mean, yeah, we might have to put the roof up shortly, but I'm going to power through. I'll power through. The next thing that I love about the 124 Spider is the general running costs of it. Like, honestly, like, this car really doesn't cost a lot of money to run at all. I mean, look, a full tank of fuel costs you 45 quid here and there. Another nice bit of heel and toe there. Well, now that I stopped from getting wet, let's start driving faster again. So when I'm actually moving, I'm not getting wet. Oh no, I am getting wet. Anyway, the running costs of this car are brilliant. 40 odd quid to fill this car up from a full tank. It gets around 43 miles to the gallon. It's perfect. It doesn't cost much at all. Insurance for me on this car cost me 300 quid for the entire year, and tax is around 180, 200 quid. So in terms of the actual running cost for a car that looks great, sounds great, turns a lot of heads, I think people wouldn't, well, if you don't really know about these cars, people potentially will be like, oh, actually, you know, is that a bit more of a sporty car than it is? But really and truly, it's cheap to run, it's economical. I love it. do another heel and toe from third gear into second. Perfect, look at that, man. The pedal placement is brilliant on this. We'll go to first gear. Oh, superb, just superb. As the back she slides. Back into second. I just love it. Heel and toe is the one on this car. It genuinely is. And for what some people might not necessarily know what heel and toe is. Heel and toe is just basically when you rev match the engine when you're shifting down gears. So for example, rather than, I'm doing 3,000 RPM, rather than just dropping it now into second, like that, where it will add more strain on the clutch, when you rev match, what it does is it effectively finds that perfect rev band to engage the next gear. So for example, I'm at 3,000, ideally I want to be revving just above 3,000 to then put second gear in like this, like that. Anyway, that's it. It's not a heel and toe lesson, but I just thought I'd share it with you anyway. And other than the fact that it's raining and I'm getting wet, but hey, it's all for entertainment, right? The other thing that I love about this car is just how much attention it gets and the rarity factor, because you don't see many of these cars anymore because Abarth stopped making them. I also think you can get these at a reasonably decent price point now, because all of those people who did get these cars, most of them got them on PCP, and now that 4-year period is up, so you start to see a few of them come on the market, which is why I got this one for a reasonable price. And I paid 15 grand for this car, and super proud of it. I'm super pleased with it, in fact. For the money, there aren't many other cars out there that give you this much fun and enjoyment. I've said it in the past, yes, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but that doesn't matter, guys. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's a brilliant car that's cheap to run, it's fun to drive, heel and toe is great. This would be great fun on a track with its rear wheel drive and LSD. But as I go back to the point about the rarity factor and just how good it looks, particularly now that it's been lowered, this turns so many heads. You just cruise around. You don't have to go fast, but you just cruise around and people look at it and go, what is that? What is that? Is that an MX-5? Well, yes, it is. But people look at it and go, oh, that's interesting. That's a nice sound. And again, it's something that you don't see often. This car is rare. There aren't many of them around. And even on Auto Trader now, if people are looking to get one of these, the good ones are pretty much disappearing. Like the ones with the visibility pack, the Bose sound system and sat nav, those are the ones that are disappearing pretty quickly. And the ones that are left are the ones without the Viz pack, and unfortunately without the Viz pack, you don't really get the good Xenons, you don't get those kind of Predator looking eyes, which is just what you want, man. Nippy too. It's not the quickest thing in the world, but it's nippy. I think I said I was going to say 5 things I love about the 124 Spider, but I don't know if I've done 5 or I've gone over. I don't know. I haven't planned this video very well, have I? I mean, I go out in the rain, although it's stopped now, which is a touch. But that's another thing that I love about this, is the fact that it is a convertible, it is a roadster. So in the summer, I bought this car 4 months ago. In the summer, when I picked it up, I was driving around roof down, t-shirt, shorts, and it is such an immersive driving experience, because you're at one with all the elements, you can hear everything. It's very, very cool. Yes, some people might call you a hairdresser, but who cares? I love this thing. I genuinely love this thing. And the final thing that I really should mention about this car, that it's actually a real benefit and a real plus point for me, is because it's so cheap to run, because I bought this cash, I paid cash for this car, I don't owe the bank or finance anything, it's allowed me to spend and invest more money into my second passion, which is investing. And I'll do another video on that, because that's a whole separate topic. Those of you who've been subscribed to the channel will know that a lot of this car was purchased thanks to investing. My simulator rig, when I got it, was thanks to investing. And we made more money in the last 3 months through investing than I've made through my normal job and through this YouTube channel. So yeah, personal finance is definitely another passion which has massively started to grow, which I'm a real fan of. So I hope you enjoyed this. Things I love about the 124 Spider. I hope you're having a great day, guys. If you did like the video, please leave a like. It does help massively. My name's Stef. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all very soon on the next video. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.